Oh, hi, Amina, Oriwa Tretnerdess, and welcome back to my challenge on Final Fantasy IV. I did take a few days off. To me, I felt like the quality of my videos was decreasing, and I've had minor depression issues the last few days. So I took a break to get myself back together, so... Even though nobody's really watching me at the moment, for those of you who keep track of dates and whatnot on videos, that's why there's a very distinct break of a few days going on here. I mean, I even tried to do an anime review to get on a different set of gears, and I just couldn't do it, so I took a few days off. I also need to start preparing videos for spring break. Oh, hey Dragon. Because, that's coming up soon for me, and my home Wi-Fi sucks, and my folks don't know that I actually do this stuff. So, yeah. It's been a long day. It's been a long few days. But enough about complaining. On to the video. So, I did a little bit of grind. I didn't really do a whole lot of grinding. I think everybody got about 3 levels between the previous video and this one. Just because it took me so long to get down here after checking all the rooms and fighting all the monster doors and whatnot. Hey, Flare! Ridiculously powerful black magic spell. Okay. I forget, does Flare actually do fire damage in this version? Because in some Final Fantasies, Flare is just a super powerful black magic spell, and then sometimes it's a super powerful fire magic spell. What do my notes tell me? Let's see. My notes tell me that there's a ridiculous amount of white magic in here. Here we go. Nope, in this game, Flare is just a really powerful black magic spell. That is all there is to it. Alrighty then. Oh, another note I need to make before we continue too far is that, I changed Edge's equipment. You'll notice that him being hit by a blitz, a lightning didn't practically kill him. I replaced the green beret with the black cowl I picked up, so you can see his defense and evasion increased, but his strength went down by a bit. And then to make matters even worse, I replaced the power armlet with the rune armlet. I just really needed that magic defense because, as you can see, even though his strength has gone down by 10, which is actually quite a bit, practically doubling his defense was kind of necessary. Because even in the back row, he's still the glassiest cannon ever, rivaling Rydia. And then some. Only Rydia actually has magic defense, and Edge is just a glass cannon in full. Okay, so you'll want to heal up a little bit for this fight. This boss is kind of interesting, actually. I'll go ahead and talk about him now, since I'm not going to have the time to read my notes on him during the fight, because you kind of have to pay attention. Here we go. Okay. So, we're about to go fight the Demon Wall. It's level 51, and it has 99,999 hit points, and it drops roughly 400,000 experience. This is a timed battle. The Demon Wall will progress from the left side of the screen to the right. You just have to kill him as quickly as possible, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do to kill him. Oh noes. I do think this is cool, by the way. Actively changing the size of a room. Okay, turn that off. Cry on him. Just straight up attack him. White magic. There's nothing for you to do, so just attack. Black magic. Let's start popping those flares I just picked up. Yeah. Dual cast. You want to cast slow on this guy, and berserk on other people. So I'm gonna cast berserk on Cecil first. Down goes his speed. This is gonna turn into a rather bizarre fight, to say the least. Okay, so he's moving forward. I kind of figured that. Just attack. You want to do things as quickly as possible, so you don't want to do time wasters. Okay, so I'm gonna do haste and berserk on Edge. Really pump up the damage from him. Aw, shoot. Rudy's just got petrified, and I need to fix that. I know, it's astonishing. I'm not auto-battling this guy. Attack. What do I have over here? Okay, black magic. Swing myself down here. It's probably actually pretty close to dying as is. Dual cast Esuna on you, and haste on Cecil, since that's a thing I can still do. Let's see. Oh, yes, you can also use the items that do the exact same thing I'm doing. It's just that, as I mentioned many a time before, I just don't use items. They're available to me, and I have plenty of them, because I've collected pretty much all of them up to this point. But I just don't use it on things. Okay, so haste on Kane, berserk on Kane. Black magic. I'm casting Flare because it does more damage than anything else that she has at the moment. And since she has Fast Talker, there's no reason to not use Flare. Especially with her rather high intelligence at the moment. I don't really have a whole lot else to do. Oh, yeah, I do, actually. I can haste Rydia. And no, not Cure. Darn it! Ah! Okay, I'm gonna haste Rydia. I'm gonna guesstimate that Demon Wall's probably gonna make it about halfway across the screen. With the way that I'm currently attacking him. That's my guesstimate. Because, like, if you're not doing what I'm currently doing, and you try to fight him normally, you'll probably kill him when he's right in front of you. Yeah, it's... Oh, wait a sec. 200 versus... Was I wrong? Oh. And on the other hand, Flare does have a faster cast time and it costs less, so I'll keep on using Flare. More damage per turn. I can't really see damage per second, because that's not really a thing here, but... I'm gonna dual cast Holies on you. See how you like that. He doesn't have any weaknesses, he doesn't have any resistances, it's just straight up beat the crap out of him. If you pop a sap on him, that'll work too. Oh! I was wrong, I killed him a lot more quickly than I was expecting. Which is too bad, because Rydia almost never gets to cast Holy because of the fact that she's busy being the White Wizard. Oh well. Dead boss. Can't complain. Yay, levels that I don't really need. I'm serious, I do not need and I do not want levels, which is scary. Well, I guess Edge could use levels, but at this point in the game I don't really need them. Can I teleport my way out of here? I don't feel like walking. super first world video game problems. No! No! Why must you make me do this? Why must you make me do this? Ugh. Well, I guess I'm just gonna complain my way all the way back up to the top. Got 4 freaking floors. Ugh. And the layout of this floor is awful. Oh well. Well, I guess y'all get to enjoy Auto Battle all the way back. Good grief. Alrighty then. Yeah, I don't even have warp available to me. Whatever. Whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you know that once we're done here, we can go back to the surface. So there's a lot of things to do, and I don't know if I want to show them or not, because it would be a lot of jump cuts. That's basically what this part would turn into. It would be a bunch of jump cuts. That's tempting, actually. I may just do that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's 10. Okay, there's like 10 major things that I need to do once we get out of this place. So I don't really want to do them off screen. So the episode after this is going to be a bunch of jump cuts, basically, of me getting all of these things done that I want to get done, because a couple of them are actually kind of important. I'm also going to attempt, there might be another couple of day break after this, because it is entirely dependent on how lucky I am. Because, as I mentioned previously, I haven't been very lucky when it comes to, I haven't been very lucky when it comes to getting the rainbow pudding. So, I'm going to get the rainbow pudding before before I continue with the story. It's just entirely dependent on if I can get the darn thing. And, is there... I believe there's an augment that I pick up at the end of the game that increases drop rates of critters. Let me check if I'm right about that. I thought I was. Here we go. Here's the list of augments. That ain't it. That's useful for later, but I don't need it now. That would be useful. I completely and totally forgot about that one. There's an augment called Safe Travel that I forgot about, which is just something you turn on and it... Oh, there is an... Okay. There is an augment that'll assist me in this. I just don't get it until practically the end of the game, right? Right? Let's see. Things. I could have sworn I got this like right before the end of the game. Which actually kind of slightly pisses me off, because there's so many better places that they could have given it to you. Oh, I'm consulting my notes. Please hold on a sec. If that's not it. Okay, I don't remember where it is. Okay, there is an augment that increases the drop rates of critters. I just don't remember where it is at the moment. Oh yeah, that's right. I want to go up here. I don't remember where it is at the moment, and I do apologize over that. I'll amend my notes later. And that might be part of my issue. As for why I'm having a hard time getting it, is because I don't have that augment. Or maybe I do have it and I just don't realize it. That's entirely an option. I have been an idiot before. No, but I really need to get that. I really need to get the pudding so I can get the glorious augment for once you hit the point where the augments determine your level ups. I really need that augment because we're getting close to that point in the game where everybody's going to start hitting level 70 because of the fact that I had to do so much grinding to be able to auto-battle my way through the Tower of Mott and the Tower of Babel. I mean, not Tower of Babel, that's soon. Tower of Zot. No, I think I already said that one. Whichever the other tower was that I went through. Maybe it is Tower of Babel. Probably is Tower of Babel and I'm just being an idiot. Yeah, it is Tower of Babel. Yeah, definitely Tower of Babel. I didn't accidentally spoil something. There's so much walking to do. I'll check real quick. Hey, Cecil, do you have it on you? Yeah, I only have Gil Farmer. I don't have, I do have Gil Farmer, I do not have the Treasure Hunter augment. Okay. I'll have to look for that off screen, and maybe that, and if it's actually available, then it'll actually probably make my job so much easier. Because, like, the drop rate's, like, I think 0.5%. Now, granted, I have killed about 200 slimes, but it seems luck has not been on my side on average. Ow. Yeah, and Kane over here is getting close to the 9,999 cap. Kane, you rogue. I'm serious. Kane is your main damage dealer in the New Game Plus. Because you can finally pick up the glorious Limit Break augment and then just start going to town. And there's nothing the enemies can do about it. At all. I mean, you can do multiple 1,000 damage. I mean, multiple 10,000 damage when you have Limit Break on Kane. I just love the Cry Darkness Focus jump combo with Limit Break on. It's just, here's a times almost 32 multiplier. Death. Death to everything that isn't a New Game Plus bonus boss. By the way, still sore about that. Even on the DS version, I would not have minded the post-game bonus stuff that they had in the advanced version. Like, I understand that you don't just want to, like, do the exact same thing again, but I honestly don't mind doing the exact same thing again. And I also understand that because of the augment system, it would make certain parts of, this game actually incredibly broken. Because, like, for example, I'll just go ahead and go through the list. So, like, Rose's thing makes it so that Prey both always heals and restores magic points and has a chance of casting Esuna, which is amazing and glorious. What does Rydia get? I know she gets the Mist Ring, but... Oh yeah, the Mist Ring makes, the Mist Dragon more powerful. Cecil's just kind of screwed. He doesn't really get anything impressive at all. And there goes Edge. Because he's still the glassiest freaking cannon ever! Yep, and that kills it, of course. And Edge steadily falls further and further behind on experience. Come on, Edge. And then Edge got, like the Thieves' Gauntlet or something like that. No, it was Hanzo's Ring, right? Like, all of them were, like, practically all of them were bracelets, but I thought that Edge's was called Hanzo's Ring. And the reason why I think it was Hanzo's Ring, and why I feel confident in saying that, is that I just beat Persona 3, and, like, one of the best feat slot equipments was Hanzo's Sandals, in terms of evasion. So I feel pretty confident in saying that it was Hanzo's Ring, and what that did was that it turned Steel into Mug. And on this version of Final Fantasy, I can see how Mug would be incredibly... Edge! Come on! Sorry about yelling, but come on, Edge! That's just gonna be a thing for this Let's Play, isn't it? Edge always dies. But Edge got, and of course Kain kills everything, and Edge falls further behind! I know some of you are probably thinking that I should just not play using auto battle, but this is a challenge. There's gotta be something to annoy me. Whatever. Like, I can see how having Mug would be incredibly OP in this game. Because then you can replace attack with Mug. You can replace attack and steal with Mug, which would then give you extra slots to have Edge do whatever with. Which could become, and there could potentially be an OP build. I would have to sit down and think about it, but there is a possibility that it could happen. And then Kain would come off the most OP of them all because of double jump. So instead of doing 2 times damage, you would do 4 times damage. And with the build that I would have on Kain, that would be 4 times 2 is 8, times 3 is 24, times 2 is 48 damage, 48 times multiplier just about after Cry. Because I think Cry, like, decreases enemies' defense by, like, 50% or whatever. So it's basically another times 2 multiplier. So times 48 damage if Kain is normally doing over 9,000 with his basic jump as it is. Let's pull out a calculator real quick. So, assuming that even with the basic jump, he's still maxing out 9,999 times 48 is 479,952 damage with double jump, focus, darkness, Cry, and limit break. Assuming that the basic damage is maxed out at 9,999. That is incredibly OP. Oh, come on. In fact, I'm pretty certain that would one-shot kill both of the optional bosses in this game. Am I right? 472,000, I believe I said? Yeah, it would still instant kill both post-game bosses. So all you'd have to do to defeat the ridiculously powerful New Game Plus optional bosses is just have Kain jump once after doing all that charging, having Rosa focusing on protecting Kain by, like, dual cast, omni casting, protect and shell on everyone, and then slow on the no, it would be slow on the enemy boss. It would be slow on the boss, haste on Kain, which with omni casting would turn into haste on the entire party, followed by protecting and shelling the party, and then have Kain do all the buffs, and then he jumps, and then death. And then you win. By the way, Omnicasting is amazing. On this first run through, I'm going to be obviously giving it to Rosa. I don't really, like, I'm going to go ahead and give it to Rydia on the second run through, just because it's what you do. But there's not a real reason to do it, though, because of the fact that Rydia will 9 times out of 10 be doing Bahamut, which already hits everything, and it also has Spell Pierce, so I mean, like, Am I giving Rydia Spell Pierce on my first run through? Gosh darn poison. Spell Pierce. Somewhere around here-ish. Okay, yeah. Like the first run through, I'm giving it to Rydia. But, the first run through, I'm giving it to Rydia simply because of the fact... Whoa. Hello there, wall. Wow. That's interesting. Let me, get out of this wall real quick. There we go. I know I wasn't in the wall, but it was just unsettling for me to be sitting there and have the camera sitting inside, while I can sit there and watch the normals. For those of you who are not... Oh, shoot, wait a sec. Unequip Cane. I'm gonna do it here just in case. Am I right? I was right. Nifty! And Golbez has all the crystals again. Well, darn. Yeah, I was right. It was Tower Battle. No, but I beat Persona 3. The Journey. Or the Protagonist arc, depending on where you're from, whether it be Japan or America. And I'm currently working my way through the Answer arc. And while the Answer arc has been interesting, I guess, the one thing I'm kind of disappointed in is the fact that it's a grind fest and not a whole lot else. Because, like, Persona 3, the Journey has grinding in it, yes, but because of the system that it has set up where your characters get tired after fighting too much, and then, of course, the fact that during the day you do social links, and you have the opportunity to do extra stuff at night instead of just grinding. It has a very interesting sense of balance to it. So even if you're doing a whole lot of grinding, you don't feel like your brain is turning to mush because you're still getting other things done than just grinding every day. Am I supposed to come here to the Dwarven Castle and talk to the king? It's probably a thing I should do. Probably a thing I should do. Yep, called it! Yeah, so I mean, like, now that I'm aware that it's just grinding, I'm gonna have to, like, I marathon my way through the end of the Answer arc. I mean, the question arc. So I'm probably gonna chip away at the Answer arc is what's gonna happen. By the way, I thought that the ending of the Journey was actually rather moving. I thought it was really good. I was very happy with it. So I'm hoping that the Answer arc will also make me just as happy. Like, I'm not gonna be, like, super pissed if it doesn't make me as happy as the Journey, because of the fact that it's bonus content. But it can't hurt to have it be good either, so... I don't have great hopes for it, but I'm not gonna be, like, overly ecstatic if it turns out to have a good ending. Speed this up. Do your job faster, Sid! Be useful! Or just die on the floor. That works too. No, Sid never overdoes it. He always gets in the way and slows me down. With the exception of Final Fantasy VII. Or Final Fantasy VI. Or 2. He has his uses in 2.
Or 1. He's kind of necessary to complete 1. And he's also a pretty cool guy in 3. You know what? Sid in general is actually a pretty cool guy, except for here in 4. I mean, like, yeah, he like does the whole grenade kamikaze thing, which is nice and all, but as a playable character in here, he sucks balls in my opinion. And as you saw, the only thing I really used him for was when I finally got the Bard Song on him. And it's like, yes, regen, do that. Alrighty then, so let's end this on a high note, shall we? Alrighty then, we have now connected both chunks of the surface, and there's a lot for us to do. And a lot for me to do. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, Gianna